photo. It became my superpower. It taught me that beauty isn't about being perfect. We are made of cookies and cream because your skin got perfect swell. I'm totally grabbing you. So a lot of people accuse me of being. There are screenshots of conversation between me and Gia. But let me explain first. I was catfished. So I added her as a friend because she was super nice. We became girlfriends because she supported me a lot. When we first started talking, I did ask her how old she was, but she never told me. She did say she was a minor, but she also said she was planning to go to college. So I assumed that she was 17, maybe close to 18. Said anything to her. I would never do that to minors. I would never. So yes, I just say dirty jokes.
These are the messages of Fazy Legend that are predatory and highly disturbing. All were sent to underage girls who were his followers and supported his content. These screenshots sparked a surge of interest across social media and online forums, including Reddit. And soon, Fazy was called out for what he truly was, a predator and a PDF file. Fazy Legend rose on TikTok by being different, a content creator with vitiligo who used his appearance not as a weakness but as a strength. He has around 239.3 thousand followers, and his most popular TikTok clip gets millions of views. He grew up in Texas, but his family has a Pakistani origin. His most popular video with his parents got more than 18.2 million views. He was an inspiration for many of his followers and a symbol of boldness, confidence, and embracing difference. But TikTok thrives on more than just positivity. Many influencers push boundaries for views, doing strange skits, bizarre challenges, and even uncomfortable role plays. And with Fazy, things began to take a darker turn.
Are you a reusable bottle? Cause I want to keep you forever and ever and ever.
His content started to turn heads, though not for the reasons he wanted. Take this example. Fazy filmed himself pretending to be pregnant, cradling his stomach, acting it out, and then he popped out a baby, holding it in his arms. It wasn't just the acting, it was the way Fazy presented himself. Exaggerated and unsettling. At first, people dismissed it as cringe. That is so terrifying. Thanks for the actual nightmare fuel, buddy. Yet soon there were rumors of inappropriate messages circulating. Allegations that Fazy wasn't just acting in front of the camera. Behind the camera, he is a completely different person.
I want to show you something, look. Like this one, like. You see that? Is that the one?
Fazy was accused of messaging and manipulating underage girls, because by then this screenshot surfaced, and it was taken from Fazy's own TikTok reel. He asked the girl one disturbing question: if she had ever baited before. You know what I mean. The reel was quickly deleted, but by then it was too late, and Fazy knew it. He was being called a predator. Damn, he actually is a predator. Have you seen the recent allegations? The guy has to be banned. In response, he released an apology video. He admitted to this one situation with a girl, and went so far as to name her directly on the camera.
So a lot of people accuse me of being. There are screenshots of conversation between me and Gia. But let me explain first. I was catfished.
So he said he was catfished. but the messages clearly show he was talking to an underage girl. He then explains how he met her online.
How did I first meet her online? About a year ago, she gave a lot of good comments on all of my posts to protect me from haters, who were calling me bad things like fake deaf, old men, saying mean things about my face, and much more. So I added her as a friend because she was super nice. We became good friends because she supported me a lot.
After that, he went on to say he never knew her real age.
When we first started talking, I did ask her how old she was, but she never told me. She didn't have any pictures on her page or anything, so I just assumed that she might be shy. And I continue to be her friend because I don't judge anyone. I don't judge anyone by their look. I only see a person with a good heart and who I consider a friend.
According to Fazy, he continued the friendship because he doesn't judge anyone based on their looks. Even when he claimed not to know her, he still assumed she was 17. That is underage.
After about a year, I assumed that she was already in college, which made me think that she wasn't minor anymore. I should have not assumed, but I did. And that's when our conversation got a little deeper, mostly darkening jokes, like Family Guy type jokes.
He further added that he never said anything inappropriate to her and that he would never do it to minors.
I never said anything to her. I would never do that to minors. I would never. So yes, I did say dirty jokes, but they were more like random fan art stuff, like picture with toy on a nose or silly things like that.
So he publicly apologized for whatever happened.
That one day she exposed those screenshots, trying to set me up while pretending to be someone else, even though I trusted her. So yeah, I got tricked. I got fooled. And essentially, I apologized for everything I did.
And instead of clearing his position, this apology stunt backfired. Because not only did he name the girl within hours, the apology video was deleted too. Both the proof and his explanation erased from the internet. Screenshots are taken from one of his posts, but unfortunately, he realized it only made him look worse and took down the apology and the proof. There's a video of him with an apology where he admits to the conversations, but his excuse is, "I was catfished," as if he didn't think he was talking to a minor. Everyone understands how these influencers, especially those who turn into predators, work, so if they think they can fool everyone, it's likely not possible. Even though he deleted the apology video and proof, the internet never forgets and never forgives. The clips of the apology video circulated just as quickly as any other viral reel. His name was all over the online world, and from there, people were accusing him of manipulating underage girls, sending them inappropriate messages. People started calling him out on different public platforms. These comments didn't just expose Fazy. They in fact shifted the way people started looking at his entire content library, because once the word entered the conversation, his videos weren't seen as just weird skits anymore. They became real evidence. The pregnancy video was not the only unsettling one. There were many, and it was a whole pattern that people noticed. On July 3rd, 2025, Fazy uploaded a TikTok role-playing like a child. He was speaking in a baby voice, asking for cookies, and in the middle of it, pinching his chest. To many of his viewers, it might be just weird, while to the majority it crossed a line. Because most of his audience is young and many are underage, they follow him for fun or for inspiration. But Fazy's intent was far from innocent, and his video faced backlash from the public. And almost immediately the video vanished from his account. It was deleted, and once something is uploaded to the internet, it can never truly be erased. Clips and screenshots resurfaced across Reddit, Discord, and commentary TikToks. He's also a PDF file. But it didn't stop there. These were not the only cringeworthy videos that Fazy had uploaded.
Oh, you're made of water? 'Cause I will go deep down for you. All the way down. And I will never get out from it.
He had a whole catalog of bizarre, unsettling performances. There was one more thing that was as bizarre as his performances, and also disturbing, and that was what he called it, his fan art. But the internet wasn't buying it at all. Do these weird pieces of art even look like fan art? I don't think that's a fan art. These are so disturbing. The so-called fan art didn't just feel fake, it felt really disturbing. Because which fan would draw such weird images for his influencer? These don't seem like just simple doodles drawn by fans, and when stacked on top of the cringe pregnancy roleplay, cookie video, and manipulating an underage girl, it started to paint a darker picture. What people began to notice was not just cringe content, it was a pattern. one that blurred the line between performance and predatory undertone. When the online world thought that Fazy might have mistakenly manipulated one underage girl, he quickly accepted and apologized and deleted everything. He might have moved away from the dark chapter, but through a Reddit thread, what rolled across the internet next shattered that illusion. Soon, screenshots surfaced claiming Fazy was messaging underage fans, especially girls. One girl took it to Reddit and shared her experience there. "He used to always DM me on Instagram and be flirty and be weird. Creep me the freak out." In the follow-up message, another said that, "I remember he used to follow a lot of private accounts owned by women, and usually that alone is sketchy too. But honestly, he gives me major creeps." And here's the one that tells what he is into. Okay, so he is a and as of now, there is a grand total of 5 victims, potentially 6. I've been in contact with the first victim, and some of the others. She's super nice and sweet. There were people who wanted to expose this person, who wanted to show who he is behind the camera. So this account, FaizyLegend is a pred on Instagram, added all the screenshots of Fazy with the girls he tried to manipulate. When he messaged the girl and she replied back, "Fazy carried the convo. Hey, that was fast, bet you missed me a lot." And suddenly he turned the entire conversation into something deeply uncomfortable. "Yup, another round, couldn't pee again, but at least I could bait." Now this was a clear red flag. Calling a girl mommy and asking about what type of relationship she wants to keep? An adult doing this to an underage is crossing a boundary, and here Fazy was crossing the limits. See the sign language he uses here? Was this really appropriate, and that too with a minor? Nothing about this was accidental. His every move was deliberate, and each move depicted the behavior of a predator. Here's another one. And look at this last one. Using inappropriate language with a minor, and as soon as these screenshots surfaced on the internet, people got to know that all these allegations were true. And this person wasn't just some quirky TikToker. He was hiding behind his innocence, allegedly manipulating underage girl. The allegations are true. Balark is a YouTube content creator who made a video on FaizyLegend and his weird behavior. He called out this vitiligo guy, claiming that he doesn't like him, and his content is not right. And when the screenshots were out, many YouTubers and content creators called FaizyLegend a predator. People could also sense the cringe in his content and how weird his videos were getting. But Fazy went far from being cringe to being a predator manipulating minor girls through DMs. This disgusting thing all predators have. You never know their true intent when they say or do something. They always have some kind of excuse for their behavior, always brushing the weird things that they do off. They always try to innocently move closer to their prey. It's utterly revolting. Once they feel they're close enough, that's when their rotten self shows. But here's the question everyone had in their minds. Why would someone do this? Fazy wasn't born with the picture-perfect life of a TikTok star. In fact, he stood out from the very beginning. He was born with vitiligo. It's a skin condition that causes your skin to lose its color or pigment. This causes your skin to appear lighter than your natural skin tone or turn white. If you have vitiligo on a part of your body that has hair, your hair may turn white or silver. Fazy had patches of skin that made him look different from everyone else around him, his brother, parents, cousins, and friends. And if that wasn't enough, his hair turned white naturally when he was just a toddler. He actually had Waardenburg syndrome, which means he was the only deaf person in his family. At first, Fazy tried to hide it. He dyed his hair, forcing it into darker shades so he could blend in. But eventually, he let it grow out naturally. The white hair became part of his identity, just like his vitiligo. Imagine growing up unable to hear the voices inside your own house. And maybe it was his craving for connection, attention, or validation. Fazy turned to the internet, a place where he could craft a persona, where difference could be his strength. The confident creator, the bold figure, the one who embraced being unique. For a while, Fazy channeled that craving in a positive direction. Instead of hiding, he stepped into the spotlight. He entered into vitiligo modeling, photo shoots, campaigns, and features that celebrated difference rather than shamed it. He became a symbol of boldness and confidence, and for the time the world was applauding him. He was close to his family and his dog. He often shares videos and images playing with his dog. His bond with his mother can be seen through his shared videos. Most of the time, he shares different videos with his mother showing their strong bond.
Your phone is fixed?
Can you?
Your phone fixed?
Good.
Yeah. Something broken.
What's spoken?
My phone.
What happened?
Error.
He will share a video with his parents telling the world how he is the only deaf person with vitiligo in his family, and his parents are completely normal. His bond with his 98-year-old grandfather can often be seen in his videos.
How old?
How?
Old are you? How old are you? 96? 97?
98.
98?
2 years late. After 2 years, I will century, complete century.
Fazy was fond of sharing his family pictures and day-to-day life events like going to the gym, celebrating his birthday with his friends.
Surprise! Happy birthday.
You got me,
I thought he was gonna go first.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks,
He
man.
was like, why?
Now, sharing such content would get him a good audience that supports him, applauds him, and stands by his side and his strength for being unique. In fact, there were many who appreciated him for keeping his original look, saying it looks cool.
Honestly, you look pretty cool. I don't know, you look like kind of like Kung Fu Panda's little master guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know his name, but
Yeah.
you look awesome, bro.
And many find his beard very interesting.
Incredible beard, dude.
Due to his white beard and patches on the skin, many thought he looked way older than his actual age.
I don't know. You gotta tell me, bro. I'll tell you how old I am.
I'm 26. Yep.
Some even laughed at his face and looks.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
Because I love you and you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love you. I love you. I love you so much.
According to him, it used to hurt at first, and now he is all used to such comments, and it doesn't hurt anymore. That's why Fazy often shared posts about self-love. But attention is a dangerous drug, especially on platforms like TikTok and Insta. Every like, comment, share, or a follower gained all trigger the brain's dopamine system, the same reward chemical that fires when someone takes drugs or wins the lottery. And just like those things, the rush of dopamine is addictive. You always crave more. That's why creators are constantly under pressure to post new stuff, to stay in the algorithm, to keep their views flowing and make sure the audience doesn't scroll past and forget them. Every creator wants the same thing: to grow bigger, attract more followers, and transform into a star who's widely recognized, just like Fazy.
It's sick. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Hang on, I want to see if I can pull up your TikTok, because I seen it just I think I saw it 2 days ago.
Are you there?
That's him. That's sick. That's crazy.
And for Fazy, the hunger to rise from different to legendary became the very fuel that pushed his content into darker and more disturbing territory. He started by posting every other video about vitiligo. It was all about him and vitiligo. Then he started linking a dance move to vitiligo, claiming that every other famous person doing it was performing the vitiligo dance.
Shake it like a earth tornado. Cause when you move like that, shake your boom, 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 like that. We communicate, no conversation. Cause your body type melody.
People were irritated. While this might be fun for some people who liked him or took him as inspiration, but the fact that he was relating this dance to his vitiligo dance move was annoying for many. While there were many who liked it, FaizyLegend, please do not claim it's your vitiligo dance. I can't stand this man. Still, Fazy won't stop. For him, this was now his signature move, his so-called vitiligo dance, something he desperately wanted to be recognized for. Even in the smallest things, a product at the mart, a random object with white patches, Fazy would instantly turn it into vitiligo content.
Hey guys. Look at that girl.
And while some people laughed along, others began to push back. Okay, dude, not everything is you. Get the games right and it's not all vitiligo. Not everything is vitiligo. Yet that wasn't the only thing raising eyebrows. Alongside the dances, Fazy started inserting what he called fan art, and instead of appreciation, these pieces drew heavy criticism. The fan art makes me feel m***ed. I passionately hate this guy. Words cannot describe how much I hate this guy. And then came another layer of his content, Fazy Comics.
Can I call you Rose? You got all my love.
On Instagram, he posted romantic animations, little stories of him and an imaginary girlfriend, only to have my girlfriend steal it away with a laugh and a smile. In moments like these, I realize that life isn't about the cookies we have, but the love and laughter we share. Her joy is my joy, and together we make even the simplest moments unforgettable. While some followers thought these were sweet, many found them cringeworthy, even unsettling. There were many who found it baseless. Bro, stop drooling in every single one of these comics. What type of fetish is this? And from comics, there comes a TikTok clip where he claimed to hold his girl after a long time.
Your sky, it's your sky, blue stars. I'm gonna be with you, my heart.
Now, if it's a roleplay to get viewers and show he also can get a beautiful girl, or she might be his real girl, no one knows. But those who know his dark side left some mocking comments. If you're a minor, y'all got a chance since he likes y'all. Fazy, is she also 17 years old? These weren't just jokes, it was just coded ways of calling him a predator. And then, a shift in his content became impossible to ignore. One after another, people noticed Fazy's posts turning from strange to outright weird.
Made of cookies and cream because your skin got the perfect swell. And I'm totally grabbing you.
He wasn't now posting more about his vitiligo on which he built his platform, the image that first made him stand out, and he was also called the King of Vitiligo.
This is for my king vitiligo.
Now his content was shifting. One after another, people noticed he was posting things that felt out of place, disconnected from the persona that originally drew his audience in. He wasn't just making awkward skits anymore, he started pulling in his own family, joking with his mother, guessing what she was saying when Fazy was not wearing his hearing aids.
One thing.
One thing?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Coke.
Cookies?
Am I saying cookies? No. Coke.
All just to get a bunch of likes and follows. Then there were strange costume appearances, like Fazy in a bunny suit.
Oh, you're made of bird? Because you have to brush up into smartboard.
Or choreographed dances with his friends that felt less creative and more like desperate grabs for attention. Calling himself the father of a dog that he tried to make look like himself.
How did you and Mommy met?
It all started when her and I met at the beach on a wonderful summer.
At the beach. That's your favorite place.
It was almost sundown when we caught a glimpse of each other at a distance. She was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
It received hate from the followers. God, you're actually so strange. This is the worst thing you've done yet. And this single comment received 7,000 plus likes, meaning so many of the people watching agreed how cringe it was. Later he started sharing pictures with his Wolverine and giving real-time parenting tips, playing games with whatever it was. Many viewers might have brushed it off as just another bizarre attempt at humor, but others noticed this content was not just cringe, it seemed designed to blur the line between childish roleplay and adult innuendo. And this is exactly the type of content that began attracting a very specific audience, minors. And just some time after these continuous weird posts, screenshots started surfacing of Fazy interacting with underage girls. Fazy was no longer seen as the vitiligo king. He was now exposed for what he truly was, a predator, actually a PDF file. People were seriously disgusted. The vitiligo man actually lives in my country. I've seen him a few times at the park, never dared to approach him. He gave me the creeps. Now looking back, good thing I didn't. He makes me severely uncomfortable. What once looked like a harmless, even inspirational content about embracing vitiligo was now overshadowed by a bitter truth. It didn't take much time from being celebrated as the face of vitiligo to being branded as a... And in the end, it was not his vitiligo or his deafness that led to his downfall, but his hunger for attention, and most importantly, because he was caught. Later he published 4 posts related to him being called a PDF file. Recently, though, many people called me a PDF file because I was talking to a minor. She never told me her age. She was actually a big supporter who helped me grow my brand on social media. She became my close friend. I'm not sure why she decided to expose our messages in a way that made people assume I her, especially when she didn't show the full conversation. We were just talking about a TV show, Big Mouth, that has inappropriate scenes that lead to text about that show and something related to my GF. I've never said anything inappropriate directly at her, and I would never do that to anyone, especially a minor. And after deleting all the previous posts, he comes up again to share something new. Fame changed me. I let the haters get to me. But now I've opened my eyes. I'm going back to who I was before I went viral, only this time I'll be a better version of myself. And now, I'll say what I've always said to those who truly know me before I went viral. Just be you. This isn't me. This isn't who I truly am. I was brainwashed by social media. I let haters get into my head and push me to post things they wanted, like dirty fan art and reactions to fan-made videos. I let strangers online talk to me who I thought were nice, but they lured me into saying things that later got exposed and twisted to make me look bad, even when they were not true. Ever since the viral vitiligo dance, I feel like I let the devil into my life. So he accepted that he was after reactions and hungry for attention. Yet he blamed everything, even being a PDF file on social media. And lastly, he said what anyone who gets caught would say, taking everything to God. But today, I have decided to take a step back. I went to the church for the first time in a long while to reconnect with him. I asked him to cleanse my mind and soul so I can start fresh and return to my true self. Amen? A person who started as a symbol of hope for many, but in reality was a monster hiding in plain sight. Because predators don't always look like villains. Sometimes they wear a smile, they know the art of fun, and sometimes they hide behind the very thing that once made them inspirational. And for his real fans, who supported him, defended him, only to find out the person they admired was hiding a predatory side. With FaizyLegend, the story isn't just about a downfall, it's about how someone went from being celebrated for his difference, to being exposed for his darkest behavior. Even after deleting videos, scrubbing apologies, and trying to reinvent himself, he was proven to be PDF file. So what do you think? Will Fazy truly change and attempt a real comeback? Or will he slip back into old habits chatting with minors again? Or maybe even return with new, more twisted game plans? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know which predator we should expose next.